You guys have been taking the polynomials and you've been looking for factors, okay? So today what we're going to do is we're going to take trinomials, right? Okay, and we're going to break it down. So let's do this. Okay, I want everybody to go ahead and multiply out this polynomial. Okay, you guys remember how? This is a FOIL method, remember? Okay, so go ahead and FOIL this thing. Nikki, you have it? Kayla, you remember this? Daniel, yeah. Dan, you. Man, how we doing? Jay. Alright. Alright. So how do we do this, guys? Jay, what'd you get?
I got x squared plus 4x plus 3x plus 12, which then can be simplified as x squared plus 7x plus 12. Which is what I got wrong, I think. I'm gonna
Okay, cool. Alright. Did everybody get this? Do I need to work it out? Everybody got it? Good. We all remember how to FOIL. So now, today what we're going to do is we're going to unfoil it. We're going to start with this, and we're going to end up here. So we're going to find the factors for this, and we should end up with something like that. Alright? Seems easy enough. Paula's pretty excited about this. Bailey's like, I got this. Alright. Let's give it a shot, guys. Okay, the first thing I want you to recognize, okay, first thing, every time, okay, I've got a couple of positive signs in here, okay, that's going to tell us something. We've got two positive signs. That means that everything in this is going to be a positive, okay? Alright, first thing I do is I make a couple of brackets, because I know that this is how it's going to end up. I told you already, right? This is how it's going to end up. This is what our factor is going to be. I've got x squared, and today everything is going to end up like x squared. I don't think you're going to see a 3x or a 6x or anything crazy like that, or a 9x, okay? Or a 9x squared, anything like that, okay? Everything is going to be in an x squared. So we know that that'll be x times x, right? That's our f's. So when you see this number right here, x squared, if it's a squared, b squared, y squared, g squared, okay? There we've got it. We set those as our first, right? So now what we need to do is we need to look at the last one, okay? We need to look at our last number here. And what we're going to do in this case is we need to find the factors for it, all right? Ida, what are the factors for 8? 2 and 4, right? And what else? 8 and 1. Any more factors? Nope, that's it. All right. Remember what we said? We have both of these numbers are positive, right? So everything in this is going to be positive. Okay? So in this case here is 6x. Okay? If we add 1 and 8 or 2 and 4, is any of those going to make 6?
2 and 4.
2 and 4. Ah, I love that. Okay? All right. So what we need to do is we need to verify, yeah, we did that right. Okay?
Now what happens to the 6x?
Let's figure it out.
Oh, the 2x.
There we go. Let's go ahead and multiply it out, verify that we got it right. I've got x squared here, add 2x, add 4x, add 8, x squared, add 6x, add 8. What do you think, Damien?
Awesome.
No worries? You got that? Yeah, Stuart, we good? Good? Morgan? Yeah. All right. Should we try another one? Okay. We'll do it a little bit different. We'll throw a negative number in here.
Why?
Why? Well, you know, that's just the fun part right there. We don't want it all to be super cinchy. Okay. Now, again, I have here, I've got a negative number and then a positive number. Okay? So this tells me something. All right. So, what goes in the first two, guys? X. X and X. Like that. All right. 16. We need factors for 16. Nicole, give me some factors for 16.
1, 16. 8 and 2. 4 and 4. And that's it.
And that's it. Okay. All right. So, now remember you have a negative sign here. That's the first thing we noticed. Okay? But this is a positive. If this is a positive, we have two options. This can both, these numbers here are both positive or they're both negative, right? But since this one's a negative, what are you guys guessing this is? Negative. These are going to be both negative. Okay? So, we got 10x. If we subtract these two numbers, if we put negatives all the way across, which one's going to equal negative 10? 2 and 8. Negative 2, negative 8, negative 10. Excellent. Okay? Negative 2, negative 8. Okay. Let's go ahead and verify that that works out for us. It does. Nice. Okay. Liv, how are we doing on that? Okay. Sarah? It's okay? Chris, what do you think? All right. Paula, how are we feeling on this? Good? All right. Good. 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 All right, guys. Let's give her another shot. Okay. Okay, now we've got the negative and the positive signs switched around, right? So what do you guys think this is going to tell us? Yeah, only one of them is going to be negative. Okay. Okay. So go ahead and grab the factors for 12. Okay, go ahead and write out your factors for 12. Once you get those down, one of those is going to be negative. Okay. And at that point, we're going to end up with a positive. Positive one's going to be greater. Okay, you're going to have two of them. One of them is going to be greater by 1. This is a 1x, right? Amanda, how are we doing on that? You got it already?
So only one of them is going to be negative or positive?
Yeah, because here, this is a negative number, right? So that one has to be a positive negative, right? I got 12 times 1, negative 12, positive 1. 2 and 6, 3 and 4. You guys all good? You guys all got this figured out already? Stuart? Dan? You guys got this?
No, not really.
Oh, really? Did you do the factors? What did you get for factors?
1, 12.
Okay.
2, 6.
2 and 6?
4,
4 and 3? Okay. If we make one positive and one negative in this line, is any of them going to equal 1? If I make one of these numbers, what's that? If I make one of these numbers negative and the other one positive, when I put them together, am I going to end up with positive 1?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. There you go. Caitlin, what'd you end up with? Negative 3 plus 4. And did you just plug those right in like that?
Should have been positive 4 plus 4.
Oh, positive 4, thank you. Okay. All right. And did you guys verify that we did it right? Okay, multiply it out, FOIL it out, make sure. Yep. Good. All right. Got my squeaky pen today. Okay. X squared, subtract 7x, subtract 18. Now I have two negative numbers. Okay? Daniel, am I going to have a positive and a positive for factors? Am I going to have a negative and a positive, or a negative and a negative? A positive and a negative. Good. Okay? Okay? So, I'm going to kick out all my factors here for 18. One of them's going to be positive, one's going to be negative, says Daniel. Jade helps to write down the factors there, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. I just got to tell you guys, I am so impressed with you. This is tough, and you guys are getting this. This is awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Which one do you think is going to have the negative sign?
The negative 9.
Yeah. All right. I think the consensus here, I'll run it out anyway. 3x6. Okay. That's a 3. Sorry. That's a horrible 3. Okay. And it looks like if I ran a negative 9 here and a positive 2 there, I would end up with a negative 7. It looks like what most of you guys had, right? Okay. Oh, that's a great question. Okay, Kaylin asked, well, she wanted to switch these around, okay? So she says, what if we have a negative 2 and a positive 9? Then this will be a positive 7, right? So that won't really work for us. So you do have to be careful about that piece, right? Okay, be careful about that. 2 minutes. Okay. I got one last one for you and we're done. Setting you guys loose. Let's go in here. Okay. If you're asked to solve because you have an equal sign, you're going to set this to 0 and do it like you normally do. If I set this to 0, I have to bring the 6 onto this side of the equal sign. So it looks like this. Because I'm subtracting 6 out from this line to equal 0. And then I do it just like I always do. Okay? Okay? Now what I do is now I have to find out, remember I have to set each of these to 0. And don't forget this is an OR statement, it's either one. And now you guys all can do this. X equals negative 6, X equals negative 1. Don't forget to jot it back in here, check both of them and make sure they work. Okay? Okay? No problem. If you guys want, I can do that for you. Okay? You good?